Yes, guys, log in. Sorry, there was complications. Don't judge me. I haven't been on a live for a hot minute, but we're going to get talking still. So just jump in. You don't know what to do already. Share the thing. Share. We're just going to get this thing popping because right now, I don't understand what people are doing right now. No one's there. So just log in and share, guys. Just log in and share. I'm doing the same thing. Just log in and share. Blessings and love, good evening, blessings and love, good evening, guys. For those that haven't seen me for a long time on the live and everything, blessings and love, welcome everybody, blessings and love, welcome. We need to talk today though, we need to talk, but blessings and love. Let me know you're in the building as well, let me know if you're in the house. Let me know you're not in the building. Give me a thumbs up. Because we need to talk. Because it's getting a bit cray. You know that? You know you have to talk up the things. Because it seems like everyone's just on some, yeah, beef, Stormzy, beef. Stormzy's a bad man. No, Chip, bruv. See where Chip man sent for. We're going to talk. Give me some thumbs up. We're going to talk today. Give me some thumbs up to let me know you're in the building. Blessing and love, guys. Blessing and love, guys. We're going to talk about it today. Like, real talk. Beef, Chipmunk, come on, let's talk about it. Stormzy, share. Log in and share, guys. Log in, share. Blessing and love, man. You know that, man, I have to get a drink for this one. You know what, like, I don't understand. Throw up some likes and hearts. Just let me know if you guys are in the building still. I can't even see my comments right now. Is everyone in? Can everybody hear me? Is everyone in, yeah? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, guys. We're going to log in. Log in if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Because right now it's just getting messy. Like, let's just, I don't know if you know if you guys can hear me right now. But anyway, we're going to get into it because forget the long thing. Because you know me, I don't deal with no bit and batter and straight in off the cuff. My question is to everybody, before we even think about the beef and Stormzy rolling up, like, has everyone forgot what Stormzy's done? Don't worry, I'll wait. I'll say it again. Has everyone forgot what my man's done? So, like, before we get to the whole thing, oh, he should not have done that. He's not a role model. He's not, like, first and foremost, there's many of us that are role models right now. Many of us right now that's watching this that are role models. What are we doing? What are we doing? But we're quick to talk about cancel, quick to talk about role model. Like, I feel hurt because my man's been putting in work. And at the same time, no one doesn't even know no backstory. Just what I'm trying to say. So let's break that down. Just what I'm trying to say. Like, people can do anything. Like, I'm a normal person. I've got OB and everything. But please know, like, touch my daughter, touch something. Like, it's going to be collapse. So you can't look at me and be like, oh, Chris is a madman. Like, what's he? Like, you don't know certain things and certain circumstances. And the fact that we're so quick to cancel someone, like to say, like, we got cancel credit. Like, you got the cancel credit. Like, yeah, man's going to put in the cancel for you still. Go and sit down and have a biscuit. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So let's think about that first before we even start moving on to anything else yet. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Let's talk about the girl that was filming it. What, no one ain't saying nothing about my girl. Oh, iPin. Why did you film it? That's clout chasing. You knew what you was doing. You bang out a boulder, Stormzy. You bang out a boulder. Okay. But why are you filming it? And let's break it down again as well in the video. You lot are going on like my man said something hype. All he said was, tell Chipmunk to holler at me. Everyone's going bananas. Like, it's a joke and I don't like it. It's meant to be Black History Month. And everybody, all the sites, every site, yeah, bruv, Chipmunk, bruv, the beef. But my whole thing is, keep it to the music. Just what I'm trying to say. Keep it to the music. Like, oh, if not, no one don't get involved in the nits and grits because you don't even know what I've won. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, for Chipmunk, great ploy. He's got his little album coming out. He's doing his thing. Man said, listen, I'm going to lash back on that one, but I'm hearing that man was holding on to that information for a long time. The video is meant to be old. How about that one? Not so old, but old. So we've all got to understand that sometimes there's a certain ploy, and if it makes sense for two men, because I look at them as kings, them are doing their thing. Chipmunk, you're doing your thing. I love that. Stormzy, you're doing your thing. I love that. But we can't always keep feeling like we need to counsel people, like people ain't human beings. I'm done with all of that. Miss me with all of that. That's when everyone's like, oh, Chris, you want to chat? Miss me with all of that. Like we ain't human beings. Like Stormzy ain't a human being. Like, man, don't go through stresses. Like, man ain't got problems. Like, man ain't probably got more bigger problems. That's what I'm trying to say. The only thing I should have said to my man is, big man, that's a draw route. That's a draw route that's going to allow the industry now to point the finger and be like, look at him. He's a thug, he's a this. You've come so far, big man. You don't even need to be drawn out like that. But let's not even talk about drawn out like to say he's got drawn out like that. But I'm just saying, on a bigger scale of things, this is how easy it is, big man, for everybody to be able to counsel you. The same thing happened with Wiley. Let's talk about it. We all cancelled Wiley. Oh, Wiley, bro, Wiley. But it's funny how when certain things are going on in the industry, everybody's quick to jump on it. It's funny how white, black, mixed heritage, Chinese, everybody's on this beef with Chipmunk and Stormzy. But when something positive happens, no one doesn't care. No one doesn't support it. No one doesn't promote it. What? Everybody forgot about black lives. Like you forgot like we're still marginalized. So we forgot now. What we're back to old school days now where everybody's forgetting but everybody's taking. It doesn't make any sense. Did you hear what I said? Everybody's taking but everybody's forgetting. So it's fine for when you take. Oh, it's cool, it's great, the beef, oh, we enjoy this, we enjoy that. What if someone actually gets hurt? Let's think about that one. Let's draw it down to some of the kids that we watch and some of the kids that are influenced by some of these guys. What happens when we're fueling the beef, sending around all the videos like, bro, did you see that? Did you see that? What happens if someone gets hurt? Are you guys paying for funerals? Is anyone going to Mumsy's house and saying, do you know what? I kind of put a nasty comment still. I probably shouldn't have said that still. I probably said something and shared it still. I probably shouldn't have done that still. No one don't care. This is real life, guys. I haven't even come on here for long. This is real life. This is people's lives. We speak about mental health. We're about to go on the second lockdown. The second one now. This whole year has been so crazy for so many people. And all we do is quick to run back to the same normality. It makes me frustrated. It makes me sick. And it makes me upset. I'm hurt. Because it's like we sit there and talk about, yeah, man, positivity. Yeah, man. This is what I'm saying. Support the businesses. Yeah, man, the locals. Yeah, man, we need to stick together. But then as soon as we get the first opportunity, the first hurdle, not even the second one, the first one. The first hurdle you're already jumping over and already we're back to normal. Already we're back to that crisis. Already we're back to that understanding. So when are we going to learn? That's my question. When are we going to pay attention? When are we going to understand and look at the game and say, Raj, you know what? There's a bigger war. And I'm not even talking about race. Because right now, there is no race, white, black. We're just humans. That right now, other humans that are trying to manipulate the system on the next thing. You know what my thing's like. You know what I'm like when I get sprayed. You know what I'm like when I talk up my thing. So I'm like, how comes we're not looking at what they're doing? They're looking us down again. 6 people. 10 p.m. Like, everyone's still looking at that, but we can still go out, though. We're already programmed. Like, can't you see next year? Can't you see what they're doing? Can't you see the manipulation of the reason why they want to break us down? They don't want us talking right now on here. There's too many people. When you have too many voices, then you can't control. When you have too many people, too many voices, you can't control. Minimize. Track and trace. Go and find this person. Go and do this. Throw some negativity out there. The beef with Stormzy. Throw some negativity out there. More shooting and more black people being hung and more. Throw this all out there. While underneath the surface, everybody's being played. And they're playing us like chess. And I'm sick and tired that we all fall in to the media hype. Every single blogger's like, shame on you. Shame on you. You were screaming at Black Lives Matter 6 months ago, but then you're quick to put Black Lives down when you're on your sides. I'm coming at all of your throat, at your neck, because it doesn't make any sense. We jump onto these blogger sites, we jump onto these sites, and we're watching our own people, guys. Let's break that down. We're watching our own people. People that you know. People that have come from where you've come from. Might not personally know them, but you know. You know the struggle. You know it's real. You know it's hard. Whether you're 9 to 5er, whether you're on benefits, whether you're finding it hard, it doesn't matter. You know the struggle. Why are we putting down someone else? Why do we always like to kick people down? Why do we always like to trod on people? Why do we always like to step on people? It doesn't make any sense. But we claim that, oh, raw, like, we're about love, Chris. We're about peace. We don't want the violence. We don't want the crime. But who's stepping up? Who's stepping up when it really means the counting? Who's stepping up when we know that, all right, cool, right now, I can know that there's 3 or 4 or 5 of us right now that have certain sectors that can come together right now and make a real difference within our community. Let's break down the picture of Stormzy doing bare things within our community that none of us have done. And we've been living there for 15 years. When was the last time you went out and bought a kid a ball? When was the last time you went out and done anything for your community that you live in, that you say you love, that you say that you hate the crime, that you say that you hate this and hate that? But how much do you put back? But we're quick to point at fingers and call it, cancel it, oh this, that, he's not a good role model. You don't need to sit down. It doesn't make any sense. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about beef? Or are we talking about real people's struggles? Are we talking about real life situations? Like lockdown is the first thing that has never happened to any of us. We're walking around in masks. 8, 9 months ago, you would have saw someone walk into a shop with a mask, bruv, and you would have ducked down, thinking that everyone's going to rob the place. Now it's standard. Now I'm looking at the idiot that hasn't got the mask on his face. I'm looking at the donor. So what we're doing, guys, it's scary that the fact that we say that we know, we say that we see, we say that we understand, but we still feel into the fame. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, man. And I'm trying to break down some maths and science today, and I'm just like, what do we do? What do we do to change that? What do we do to have that understanding? How do we change that barrier? How do we change the knowledge of what we already know? And how do we actually process it now and do something about it? No one doesn't do nothing about it. Do you know what it is? We are the best at making things go hype. We are the best at, I would say, all of our community. And this is not a race thing, once again. It's not a black community, white community. I'm saying us as a community, like, we'll make things go viral, but dumb stuff. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, that's us. Whatever's in, whatever's hot, we just follow fashion. We just jump on the bandwagon. Like, when was the last time we all fought for ourselves? When was the last time that we done something and we was like, you know what, I'm doing that for the right reasons? When House Party come out, everyone's, oh, House Party, House Party. House Party's been out. But because it was a wave, everybody jumped on it. What's the new wave right now? Don't worry. I don't need to wait because you've already said it. TikTok. Gassing you up with views. Got young people, older people, like, force feeding them with lies now. You know what's there? You got a couple of 100,000 views and now you think you're the guy. Now you think you're turned up. We've got so much of us that are programmed onto social media, like the fact that it's life. And we've got to understand that even the content that I'm giving out to you guys, it's always love. It's always content because I don't own it. Once I give it to Facebook, bro, they own it. They make money. They do their thing. My page ain't monetized. My YouTube page ain't monetized. So we've got to understand about the content that we're putting up is content that they're using to get money out of. And ads and all that kind of stuff. If you haven't watched Social Dilemma, and that's just the skimming the top of the surface, that's if you ain't in the game. That's if you haven't like been around. Go on social media, Netflix, and watch Social Dilemma. That will get you up to speed a little bit on the levels on what you need to understand. And this is not even just for parents. This is for children. Some of you parents need to understand that the program that you're allowing your children to be on. You've got to understand the understanding that you're giving to them. It becomes a drug. It becomes addictive. You can't pull it down. You're looking at it every 5 minutes. You pick up your phone. You want to like. You want to share. You're checking your likes. You're checking your numbers. Did I get another like? No one didn't like me. I got a bad comment. I'm feeling depressed. Like, it's a mad thing. If you're not mentally strong, it's a mad thing. Let's think about social media. Some of us are just on there, we go. We on there, we go. Let's think about it really. It's a mad thing. But we don't break it down like that. We don't look at it like that. We look at it as it's fun. But there's a lot of people, bro. Suicide rates is through the roof. It's bananas. You got young kids becoming memes. You got young kids, bro, being bullied like constantly, 24/7 videos. I never grew up in the area where there's a video going around of me, bro, of someone kicking me or punching me or doing anything derogatory to me. Nothing. I didn't grow up in that area. You don't understand that mentality. How did someone step out from that? So when we're looking back to the Chipmunk and Stormzy beef, if we're looking back to that, let's break down the whole beef. Let's break down the whole understanding. We take one little piece of sample and everyone gets gas. Chipmunk drops 2 tracks and then it's like, you know what's there? Stormzy's missing. Like, we're making memes out of my man. Like he ain't an established figure. Like he wasn't the first person to be going to the Brits and getting certain things on the table. First man to break free and bust this thing, you know. Nah, it's wrong, guys. I don't care. It's wrong. I don't understand why we do this all the time. Like, we behead our own kings and heroes. It doesn't make any sense. It's sad, man. It's so sad. Because I sit there and I say to myself, rah, like, see, you keep it too real. See, you say this, like, maybe you're going to say something wrong one day and they're going to cancel you. Imagine that. Imagine everybody that follows me. Imagine all of you guys that follow. Imagine all of that. And I could go do something and then I'm like, oh, Chris is bad. He's not a good role model. But ain't anyone taking into account of what I've been doing from day dot to now. The work that I put in from now to then. The amount of kids' lives that I've saved. The amount of children that I've done. Like, the amount of places that I've been. You don't know me. If you know my work. If you're on my page, you see what I do. So it's like, how can one person be judged on one thing which we don't even know nothing about? And we're not even nitpicking at the girl. We're not even nitpicking at Chip and be like, raw, big man. Like, don't try and go like it's just Colin Hurst. Man, don't come to people's house for no reason. Stormzy's not that stupid. So man's got to actually think about some things like now. And everybody ease back a little piece, yeah? Just ease back with all this counselling and jumping up and down and ranting and raving because it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. We just need to take time, man. Take time of all of that. And that's what frustrates me. That the fact that everyone can put their 2 pence piece in. Moaning. Stop moaning. Stop moaning when you're not doing nothing. Stop moaning and being Twitter finger and actually putting in more fuel, more fire to the beef. Talking about, oh, Stormzy's this or Chipmunk, you're that. What are we doing? This is what they want, you know, segregating our own self, segregating our own community, where like we haven't got bigger problems at hand. Think about it, guys. That's all I want us to do today is think about it. It's a Sunday. And I said to myself, do you know what? Everybody's kicking off. I said, wow, this is mad. I need to like really talk about this. And I said, no, do you know what? I'm not even talking about it yet. I'm going to allow everybody to talk about what's going on. And the more and more I'm watching it, at first I nearly jumped on the bait as well, like, oh, Stormzy, bro. Stormzy, bro. Why are you doing that? Cause you're not a role model still, man. You're not real. Like, I was going to do all of that, but I said, you know what, see, as always, pre the thing, ease back. You know, like, you have to look at things from afar. Like, we've got to start looking at things from different angles, guys. It's just the way that you look at things. There was nothing that really was intimidating about the video, to be quite honest with you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you're looking at it on a bigger scale, there was nothing really intimidating for me, really, that I saw. The only thing that I said to myself was, bro, like, Storms, man, come on. Like, that's light work. You're better than that. You should have just water off the duck's back. But I'm saying that not knowing the contents. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm saying it like to say, like, oh, I'm just going to someone's yard and I'm like, oh, see, you know better than that because someone just called you out. We don't know. People are like, oh, bruv, it's could have the track ways, bruv, and Chipmunk done this, and Stormzy sent for man, and I don't know. And what, man just going to man's yard? He didn't go to Wiley's yard. He didn't go to other people's yard. You lot was loving disappointment though, innit? Oh, Stormzy's a bad man. Stormzy's a bad man. Yeah, disappointment. Now he's cancelled. You lot are jokers, bruv. It's a mad thing. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. I really don't even know what we're doing anymore. Who do we idolize? We idolize, well, like, everyone keeps saying to me these days, oh, Chris, like, every news is fake, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. But we create the fake. Nobody's real. We create the fake. Because no one doesn't want to stand up for real. No one doesn't want to stand up and be counted. Because everyone's too much of a sheep. Because no one doesn't want to stand up and have an opinion. Like, all I have is an opinion. I'm not even saying I'm right. I'm not even saying I'm a guru. I'm not even saying that I know what I'm socially talking about. I just have an opinion. And I just watch things and I just look at things and I'm looking at logic, common sense. It's like common sense ain't too common. We always keep saying it, but it's like a lot of us see it, understand it, but don't actually say anything about it. But I guarantee you there's half of us that's been sitting in the house like, rah, that doesn't make any sense. Rah, that's not adding up. Why did my girl do that? Why did my girl shout out and be rude and red-tear? Why did this happen? Like, you know, like when we actually dissect it because we've come from demographics, we've come from certain lives, we've come from certain lifestyles where man them's got to be on their toes. You don't know what's going on. Yes, both of them are living a pretty life so you can socially see, but we don't know what's going on. And the fact that we're promoting it, the fact that we're fueling it, and we want to see someone get hurt off the back of it is insane to me. But then everyone's like, no, but we just want Stormzy to stand back on the track and rare. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know. But I guarantee you that it's none of our business. Do you know the ones there, like? If it comes out, it comes out. Say no more. It's something that we can all watch. But let them do it. Let them understand it. Let them process it. We don't need everybody putting their 2 pence piece. We don't need the people that acting Chipmunk and acting Stormzy. We don't need all of that. We don't need people making pictures of saying man's missing. That's dead to me. That's not real. How can you say 6 months ago, bruv, you get me? Golden, you know what I mean, golden. Man, they were driving the car singing Stormzy. And now you're saying he's cancelled. We're lost. We're lost. The world is lost. I'm lost. I don't even know what to say, guys. I just quickly just thought like, you know what? I just want to jump in and talk about this situation because I feel like no one's looking at the bigger picture. No one's actually talking about it. Everyone's just gassing the beef, fueling the beef, but no one's talking about the bigger picture of people's careers, people's mental state, people's understanding. Because when we all go home and go to bed and go to sleep, we don't care about no one's problems. Them men are still dealing with it. Come on, man. Fix up, man. It's not nice. I'm just saying it's not nice. I don't even know, guys, if some of you guys was able to hear me and everything. Right now, it's not showing me no comments on my iPad. I can't see nothing, so I'm just hoping that you guys got to hear me. I want you guys to keep sharing it. Share it. Talk about the discussion, but at the same time, guys, let's do something positive and stop cancelling people. Let's actually start backing them. Let's actually start supporting them and looking at the bigger picture on the system and how they put each other together. People can say that it's a ploy and rare, but even if it was a play, even if both of them know what they're doing, but do you see what they have to do just to get you guys wagging? It's scary, man. It's not nice. Because we should all just be supporting. Because we all sit there, cancelling, beef, rare. But I'm going to ask every single one of you right now, how many of you lot been to a Stormzy concert? How many of you lot been to a Stormzy concert? How many of you lot been to a Chipmunk concert? Anyone? Alright, forget that because we don't do that. Because when you're looking in the crowd, I'm not going to lie, let's not call that race, but the race card is the race card. And sometimes you have to say a spade is a spade and a spade is a spade. When you go to these festivals, I only see white people jumping around. I don't see Manda. Do you buy Stormzy's album? Did anyone buy Stormzy's album? Nah, it was too commercial, wasn't it? It was light work, it was dead, rare. Wasn't good enough for the man them on the road. But that's one of ours that come from where we come from and was able to break free, was able to break into that understanding, that demographic. But we don't buy albums, we don't go anywhere, but we want to tell people what they should be doing in their life. But you're not supporting them with nothing. Apart from clicking and commenting and putting more actually pressure on them. And the worst thing about it, it's never the people that that you think that's going to attack you. It ends up being your community. How does that work out? How does that even make any sense? How is it that he's done all of this? He's putting people in Cambridge. He's helping people. Chipmunk's probably doing his thing, helping people. And We are putting them down. That's mad. That's crazy to me. You know, like just, you know, we have to just stop and think and be like, oh, like, I don't know. I think all of us sometimes, I get it, and it's a wave, and I know everyone's just getting sent it, so everyone's just like, Chris, I just got it sent. I get certain things, but like, I'm out all the time now. And I love everybody that's approached me when they see me out. And everyone's always like, no, you're talking the real talk. So if I'm talking the real talk, and if I'm talking the truth, then where's everybody else then? If I'm not the only one saying this, and there's many people that are out there right now thinking the same way that I'm thinking, like, raw, like, why are we gassing the thing? And if both of them are making money out of it, let them man make their money, prosper, develop, be able to support our community and help a little bit more. Like, let's actually buy into it in the sense of, you know what, guys? When the album comes out, I'm going to buy Chipmunk's album. So he probably doesn't have to beef. So no one doesn't have to get hurt. So I'm like, what we weighing up here? Are we out here for just beef? Or are we really out here for upliftment? And it doesn't matter the race. I'm just sick and tired of the black card keep getting waved. It's a bit boring. It's hurting me. Because everyone jumps on it like cooked food. And we just got to keep it facts. Facts. A spade is a spade. A spade is a spade. As soon as everyone heard beef, Chipmunk, Stormzy, 2 black guys, 2 MCs. Stormzy went to Chipmunk's house. Couple of goons. It's gone off now, innit? But if there was any other artist, if that was any other race, we wouldn't be talking like this. We wouldn't even be promoting it. We wouldn't even probably care. Because we would be looking at them like, right, that's silly. That's a bit dumb still. But we rate you lot still, so how about let's send some positive affirmation? How about let's send them some love? How about let's just remind them on how much kings they are? Let's remind them on what they did. Let's remind them on the track that you listened to, that you felt, that you sat there in your car and you said, I felt that in the chest. We need to go and send them messages. That's what I'm saying. No? No one don't want to do them messages there, because we all listen to both of their lyrics. We all know who both artists. We all kind of relate to any one of their tracks. We've all listened to at least one Stormzy track and at least one Chipmunk track. But you're not telling them how it made you feel. You're not telling them like, rah, big man, that was levels. But as soon as they do something wrong, you're quick to tell them they're doing something wrong. But you wasn't quick to tell them they was doing something right, though. That's mad. Imagine that. You're quick to tell man when he's doing wrong, but you wasn't quick to tell man when he was doing something right. Crazy. Guys, like I said, man, I just thought like I quickly jump on it. Like I didn't want to like stay too long or whatever. Like I can't, like I said, I can't see none of the comments. Like I don't even know if you guys can hear, but I just thought like I wanted to just talk about the situation because it just like, for me, it wasn't making sense. And everybody was just jumping on the hype. And I'm just sitting there. And you know me, guys, I'm always about the news. I'm always about trying to jump on something and making sure that we're getting some logic and getting some sense out of it. Do you know what I mean? And always making sure that I put my name on something and I'll be like, do you know what? It's wrong. It's right. And I stand for what I stand for. And I put my face, I put my name, I put everything on it. But it's like some of us hide behind these little trolls. We hide behind all these little pages. And it's not fair. Because these are real people. Just because they're celebrities, just because they've got money, doesn't mean they're not real people. These are real people. They do real stuff. Just like us. They sleep, you know. You know the ones there. That basic, they sleep. Their families have got problems. Illnesses. Some of their families still probably on the roads. Some of their families probably going through domestic violence and trauma. We don't know nothing. But everyone's quick to point the finger. We don't know nothing. You don't know man's life. You don't know what he's living like. Same way that we don't know what you're living like. So no one's coming at you and attacking you for your life. Because we don't know you. So it's all of a sudden, you get 2 limelight, all of a sudden, you get 2 views, and now everyone feels like they've got the right or they've got credit to come on your page and tell you about how they feel. Because what? They're in the limelight. It's not fair, guys, man. They're in the limelight for you. Imagine that. They're in the limelight to entertain you. And you guys gas that entertainment up to a point where you're destroying people and you can possibly destroy careers. Man. crazy. And we talk about what we love and what we don't love. We don't love ourselves enough. That's what we don't love. That's what I do know. We don't love ourselves enough. Like all of this running around and talking about all this and that, but we're still running around killing each other. Kids are still getting stabbed on the road. Man still getting kicked off the block. You're still walking past it every day. How much of us right now are still walking past it every single day? But we're happy to go to the pub. We're happy to go out until 10 o'clock, spend out our money like it's nothing. Like there ain't real problems happening. Like people ain't going through real issues. Like people ain't been made redundant. Like people ain't lost their jobs. Like people that had businesses. People's livelihoods. Parents. Mental health. Suicide rate. It's all collapsed right now. But these are the kind of things that we want to promote. Entanglement. All these kind of things. Because we get gas off entanglement. We get gas off of Stormzy's beef. But you're not getting gas of understanding that they got you on lockdown at 10 o'clock at night. We don't get gas when they're telling you 6 people. But when you're around the 6 people, you're wearing a mask and you're not wearing a mask. But when you're around everybody else, you're wearing a mask. You go into Sainsbury's or whatever, a supermarket, and you're touching bare food. But you've got a mask on, but you feel like bare people ain't touched it. Like I ain't touched the apple, you touched the apple, and everyone's touching apples. Alright, cool, but you're protecting yourself with the mask. It's small little things like that that make us ignorant. And then gas up the things that are less important. When we should be thinking about our health, we should be thinking about staying together. We should be thinking about unity. We should be thinking about peace. We should be thinking about love. We should be thinking about how do we turn this around? Because we are the 99% and we're the only one that's feeling the crunch. But it's like right now, no one doesn't want to wake up their eyes and smell the coffee. Because it's coming, guys. The change is already here. It's coming. A big more than what we're seeing now is coming. It's already come. They programmed you already. How much times have you gone to the shop already and they're saying to you, like, no, card only. Next year, money's done. Did you not hear what I'm saying to you? You don't think we're going back to normal, innit? Like, everyone just feels like this year was just a mad year and it's just mad. There is no normal. This is normal. Next year, you're going to be walking to the shop with the mask on standard. Next year, you're going to be paying with your card and everything like it's standard. Come on, man. Think about what we're talking about. Think about what we're saying. But we want to promote and we want to say that, oh, Chris, you know what? Sometimes in life, you know, I'm just trying to live me. I'm just trying to do me. But it will affect you eventually. It's coming knocking on our doors eventually. They've really got the army out there knocking on your doors, like trying to give you £50, trying to give you money to make you take the test. But Stormzy and Chipmunk's the biggest beef, innit? And you man don't want to cancel them, innit? Alright, cool. Like I said, guys, man, I just really wanted to jump on there quickly. Just like light up the thing. And just say for us, man, to come together, man. I think that what hurts me is the fact that we're always ready to put someone down. We're always ready to attack people when we don't even know the full situation. And sometimes I can put my hands up and talk about situations where people like, oh, Chris, like sometimes we can. I put my hands up. I'm not like the one that can't sit there and say like, you know what, I can, but every single post that I do, I always try and come up with some logic. I always try and come out of it and an understanding. I don't put anybody out there just to put people out there. I put it out there for us to understand that these are real stuff going on. I could share issues and beef and more rappers and more this and celebrity gossip and that's dead. That doesn't mean nothing to us. We're not even in that caliber. We're not even in that road. We're not even in that room. But you want to talk about something that you're not even a part of, that you don't even know. It's a mad thing, man. But guys, man, I just wanted you to have a good Sunday. Just wanted to quickly jump on there, wrap it up. But if anyone knows Stormzy, knows Chipmunk, let them know how proud we are of them, man. Let them know that we see them as kings. We see them as 2 strong men, and we don't even need them running around doing no foolishness. That's what we should be sending to them. We should be sending to them and how much we appreciate of what they've done, and not what this small little situation that happens, which the media want to blow it up and blow it out of proportion. So share this around, guys. Let everybody know. Let's keep this discussion going in the right way. Not the negative way, but the right way. Myself, Chris, pretty OBE, guys. I'm out of it.